right, tonight we are making a pasta salad, except we're not using pasta. Tonight we are using quinoa because that's our preference. Now, I have an allergy to the saponin coating that's on each little bit of quinoa, but I found out there's a way to remove that. You can soak it in warm water for half an hour and then rinse it thoroughly, and then you can boil it as usual, and that takes the saponin right off of it, and I can eat it. And then so I used a half a cup of that and boiled it in 1 cup of water after the soak and rinse. And then we've got half a cucumber and 1 red bell pepper. And you can kind of see how they're kind of medium diced. And then I've got basil from my basil plant. It's hard to find basil around here, so I grow a basil plant on my front porch. It's happier outside than inside as long as it's warm out. And if I put it in the backyard, I forget to water it. So it's on the front porch. It smells really nice. I love basil. And I'm just going to cut that up into little ribbons. Maybe cut it up smaller than ribbons. And then put it right in the salad. And then cut that up into little pieces. And then in this bowl, I've started to make the dressing. There's shallot and there's garlic. And we don't particularly like garlic raw. And one of us doesn't like shallot raw either. So I just cooked both of them in a flavored olive oil, which I'll show you what that is in a minute here. And if you're ever in Southeast Missouri, you'll want to stop by Water & Williams and get you some of this because it makes all of your cooking better. It's delicious. It has, can't get it into focus, but it is Tuscan herb infused olive oil from Water & Williams in downtown Cape Girardeau, right by the river. It's really delicious. Just adds a nice little splash of Italian type flavors to whatever you're cooking. Or you can use it in salad dressing. Makes it better. Now I'll finish the dressing. I've got whole milk plain Greek yogurt. I need about 1/8 of a cup. I'll probably go a little bit more. Maybe a lot more. Oh, I also squeezed 1 lemon in here. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not. So I've got the garlic and shallot cooked in flavored olive oil, and then 1 lemon squeezed. And then we're going to put mayonnaise in there. It says a tablespoon. That's probably 2 tablespoons. I tend to add extra of everything flavor. And then a teaspoon of red wine vinegar. Again, more. And then I don't remember how much salt and pepper and Italian seasoning it says, but don't really need to measure that. Just kind of add it to taste. Love me some Italian seasoning. Mix that all up real good. And I'll just pour it over our vegetables. And I've got vegetables and meat and pasta and cheese all in one dish. I like to add the dressing to the vegetables first because cheese and meat and pasta or quinoa tend to soak up dressing. And I want the vegetables nicely coated in it. I don't want it to all get soaked up in all the other ingredients. So need a bigger spoon. Now I'll add, I've got goat cheese here. It says to use a log and crumble it, 4-ounce log, but just get a 4-ounce container of already crumbled, save myself a minute. That all goes right in there. And I've got my boiled quinoa. I'll add that. And then the last ingredient, oops, don't knock that over, is going to be smoked salmon. But if you don't particularly like smoked salmon, you can substitute with a different ready-made fish, canned tuna, or they even have little packets of seasoned tuna you can use, or you can switch it out for chicken, whatever you like. It's a fun thing about cooking. You don't have to follow the recipe exactly. You can just use it as inspiration and change it as much as you want. Here I've got 2 serving size packets of smoked salmon ready to eat. It looks like it's raw, but it's really not. I'll just tear that up in here and stir it in, and we'll be ready to eat. That smells amazing. I love smoked meats. Not so much smoked cheeses. I never liked smoked cheese, but I love smoked meat. Salmon's a very oily fish. I might have just got my fingers too oily to open the other package. We'll see. Maybe I can still get it. I got it. All right, go clean my hands up and stir this in, and we'll be done. I've never tried this recipe before, so I might just have to taste it and tell you how it is. Oh, it's delicious. So nice and creamy with that mayonnaise and yogurt in there to thicken up the dressing. Just looks like a summery pasta salad. Smells good too. My mouth's watering. It's going to be a good dinner. All right, let's try it. Get a little bit of that salmon on there. That's delicious. I recommend it. I don't remember what the title of the recipe was, but I will title the video to match the recipe so you can find it in the app, and I'll put a link to the app in the description. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.